On today's episode, we have a friend who gets angry during a double date, a daughter whose words broke their mother's heart, a listener sent story about their wishes being disregarded in the delivery room, and an uncle who suggested something extremely gross. If you're a patron, we have a bonus story of a partner hiring a private investigator to watch their partner's girls trip. Head on over to patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network to hear that bonus story, ad-free episodes, and additional content. With all that out of the way, Reddit on Wiki starts right about now. Now hit the damn theme song.
Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean.
Just do it!
Hello, Wikimaniacs. Welcome to Reddit on Wiki. I am your host today. I am Nandor the Relentless. I am joined by my friends Guillermo and what's the other guy's name? I forgot.
I mean, there's two other guys.
Yeah, there are two other guys.
Colin
Robinson.
Robinson.
He's my favorite.
Colin Robinson.
Laszlo.
And wait, Laszlo. There you go.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I only remember Naja because she's my favorite character, but I'm starting to watch that show. But hi, boys. How you been?
Great show.
Hello.
I love
I've
it.
also been watching that show recently. Just finished season 1, actually.
So good.
My wife finished all the new seasons. She was like, you need to hurry the fuck up and watch everything. Because I've seen some, but it's kind of spread apart. So
I've probably seen like a whole season just on TikTok alone. Because it is very clippable. So I see it a
such
lot.
a great show.
Nandor De Laurentiis is probably my favorite joke of this season. It's so funny. I fucking cried the first
His
time.
name is Mark. So many.
I still want that Team USA jersey, man. That motherfucker rocked it so good.
Dude, I need to rewatch all the old seasons. I was showing a couple of our friends, the show, because I was like, oh, you guys will like it. And then season 1, their characters are like almost like Naja is a completely different character from episode 1 to now.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Interesting.
interesting to watch back and then be like, oh my God, these are almost completely different people.
Okay. Well, I'm very curious to see because I've still got 3 seasons to go to catch up. So interesting.
Such a good show. But ready to get started today, boys.
Oh yeah, I have to say, there's a guest that's usually not in here.
Yes.
I don't know.
Let
She's
him
pretty
know.
far from the camera, but
It's hard
she's
to
there.
see, but we'll.
And she's a darker cat
Kara's
also,
there.
so she's in the shadows. But yeah, Kara's here.
Which is
What does
a
she do
good
in the
transition
shadows?
from what
Whoa.
does she do in the shadows? You love to see it. Look at that seamless transition.
Wow.
But anyways, we're moving to our first story here. This one is cross-posted by Coffee Cups, and it is from r/True Off My Chest. The title is First Time I Dressed Up for a Double Date and My Friend Didn't Like It. All right.
Okay.
So my friend Joel, 20 male, asked me, 21 male, to join him for a double date with Jean, Jean. So the John version of Sean, 20 female. And her friend Sam, 19 female. Joel got a date with Jean, but I can't read it now. Joel got a date with Jean, but she want Jean.
Jean.
I'm gonna say Jean now. Joel got a date with Jean, but she wanted to make it a double date as she wanted to introduce Sam to the dating scene in a more friendly kind of way. I agreed to it, but Sam wasn't amused by the idea of me being her date, but agreed because she was happy with just the experience. Why? Well, me and Joel are two totally different type of guys. He is a charming and athletic guy, while I am the chubby and more reserved one. Doesn't help, I am balding this early in life. I can relate, bro. Look at my forehead.
Damn, look at his forehead.
Jeebus. Sean with a healthy, beautiful hair.
Yeah, I won best
My
hair
God,
2
I'm
years in a
jealous.
row in high school. It's hard to relate.
Talk to him, baby boy.
I have a patch on
I
my
got a
Letterman.
counter on
letterman.
how many times he's brought that up on the show.
Oh, too many
It's been
times.
a while. Been a while.
It has been a while.
Next episode, I'm gonna wear my Letterman with my best hair patch on.
Oh, gee. Is that for real?
Yeah, because I thought it was funny as fuck.
Really?
Yeah, I
That's
bought
Oh my.
They had
That
it
is
for
funny.
cosmetology, but I was like, dude, how am I not gonna? It's funny.
Oh, this guy's full of himself sometimes. Just kidding.
We knew that.
I love me.
The times I have met her at university has been while I am wearing the same clothes. I have a set of clothes only for university, sort of like a self-imposed uniform. Every day is different, but I repeat weekly. So yesterday, I got my hair cut as low as possible without going into shaving. Fixed my beard, and I have to say, I was looking mighty fine.
Oh yeah, brother.
Damn.
I love that you feel confident about
Yeah.
you. Got out my brand new clothes. Now, today, we had our double date after 2 p.m. I arrived late, but only by 5 minutes. Joel was texting me like crazy until I arrived holding a rose for Sam. I am a bit corny, but I thought it would be a nice gesture. Joel wasn't happy for some reason. Jean looked surprised, but Sam, she smiled wildly and her eyes sparkled a bit. We start our date and Sam and I are having a bit of a blast. We decided to go out bowling before going for ice cream in recommendation from Sam. We got along, but not really enough to say I like her more than a friend. Maybe a second date, solo this time, would be nice. As we are hanging out, I could feel glances from Joel and small smiles from Jean. I know Jean is smiling because Sam is having fun, but I didn't know why Joel was so angry with me. After the date, Joel unloaded on me how I was cringe for bringing Sam a rose, that I was there to entertain Sam, not distract Jean from him, that I dressed too formal and too fancy, and I was only wearing a white t-shirt, flannel over shirt, and jeans with my Converse. He also said I should have stayed at home.
That's all he's
Yeah.
wearing?
The fucking,
That's your fit, Josh.
The Josh starter kit, dude.
The Josh fit.
The Josh starter
I dress
kit.
up every day on the podcast for you guys.
Look at that. You Wikimaniacs are spoiled. He also said I should have stayed at home if I was going to act like I did at the date.
What the fuck?
I just talked with Sam, shared a meal with her, and went to get her favorite ice cream from her favorite store. He was there, and Jean was 100% on board with the ideas. I barely talked with Jean. He had all the playing field for himself. Not my fault Jean was more interested in seeing her friend happy. And one of the top comments on our subreddit from almost lower score cool 3579 said, Joel 100% picked OOP to be the zero threat wingman. When OOP chose to put in some effort, not only with his appearance, but his approach as well, Joel got threatened.
That's how I
OOP,
feel.
if you read this, Joel is not your friend. He sees you as a lesser than, which makes you convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we
exactly.
were all thinking that too. Yeah, I mean, he was surprised by the outfit, surprised by the flower, surprised that, you were having a good conversation. You were there to look bad and make him look good in comparison. It seems like you should cut this guy out completely. Seems like a shitty friend. Because he should be happy that you fucking killed it. He should be surprised in a good way.
Yeah. Because if I was to ever set my friend up with like a double date, it'd be because I want my friend to, find someone and be like, I think these two would be compatible, or, you know what I mean? Like it would never be in self-interest. It would be like, oh, I think these two would make a good match. And so if you guys did hit it off, I would like, and I was your friend, I'd be like, this is awesome. This is the best case scenario.
Exactly.
For him to be angry and then get mad at you, very selfish and self-centered of him to,
and he just needs to
take that out
step
on you.
his own shit up, because that's just such an
Exactly.
that's such an easy thing to be like, have a whole conversation about, setting up their two friends together and look at what a success it is. And like, aren't we so good at that? Like, it's so easy to make a conversation off of, watching them do their thing. And then
Also, he needs to you should normalize like, bringing flowers and actually putting effort into a date. Because there are times, like, there's so many times where people just, crawl out of bed and show up
Phone
on a
it
date.
in,
And
yeah.
it's just like, okay, well, like, you should still want to put effort into dates.
Hey, he did think the Josh starter pack is wearing some fancy clothes.
He sounds just like a regular Canadian.
I wonder
think.
what the other guy was wearing.
Sweats or basketball shorts and a tank
There's
top.
no way. Do people really wear that on like first dates?
It's the
I mean,
sluttiest
you'd
thing
be
you can wear,
surprised,
gray
bro.
sweats.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, it's not for me.
It's just what they say about men.
It's more shameful for me more than,
Wow. Are those women's
It's like,
sweats?
that's it?
I have bulges in all the wrong places.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have no idea what he would have been wearing because that's like, I mean, it's not undress. Like it's like a good middle casual date wear. So it's weird that he.
You know what I'm like extremely happy about reading this post. You know, this guy kind of described himself like his physical appearance, not like the conventionally handsome guy or what other people see as like the standard. He could have been easily an incel and used that as the leverage to be like, oh, I'm gonna treat women like shit because I don't think I look attractive. But instead, this king showed up, feeling good about himself and with a personality.
And he got her her favorite ice cream, and that's step one. Take notes.
You see, incels, take notes. This is all you gotta do. Don't be creepy.
Yeah.
Just have a little bit of personality, my guy, and you know.
And wear flannel. That's it.
And wear flannel.
That's the trick.
Josh starter pack. We're gonna trademark that. Like
Josh starter pack.
I didn't start wearing flannel until Sienna and I got together, and now look at us.
that. That's all he wears now.
That's all I wear. That's all she allows me to wear.
Fuck. Oh, Sean, the Josh starter pack. That should be a shirt.
Yeah, can we sell that as like a collaboration?
A t-shirt,
right?
Just fake flannel, just flannel print on the.
Yeah,
what's gonna be the Sean starter pack?
I don't know. Just fantastic hair, maybe just a wig.
Oh, mine is gonna be just a shirt and no pants. That's the John starter pack.
That's the starter pack.
Wait, do you not wear pants under here?
He classically, famously says that every time.
When I record, look, you can see like my thigh the whole time.
Oh my!
Well, I don't know if I showed
I think
too
he had
much.
shorts
but you
there.
No, it's definitely just boxers, brother.
Okay, well, boxers are kind of like shorts.
Oh yeah,
is that famously?
You know, anyways.
Yeah, he does brag about that, especially when it was hot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't wear shit, bro. This next story is cross-posted by Lazy VB, bruh, from r/relationship advice. There is a trigger warning for this one.
Oh,
there is abuse involved in this. So there's not a title for the story. So it kind of, they just put repost from relationship advice. OOP's account was deleted. So that's what was in our subreddit.
Is it a screenshot?
It is a screenshot.
All right, everyone, please screenshot the title.
Yeah.
Because
But you got to pass Lazy VB, bro, because you're one of the
You're
goats.
a goat. You're a goat. Yeah, you usually do that. So
yeah. All right. It reads as this. First time posting and it's really long. Sorry. My daughter's words broke my heart today. While teary-eyed, she asked, how can you still be in love with someone like that? Referring to my husband/her dad. Then she started crying. And my son sitting across from her started crying too, shaking his head saying yeah. This is right after my husband came out of the hallway looking and acting very angry with a dirty dog pad. And seeing the baby had changed the channel from the football game he was watching. A little background, we have been together 24 years and married 15 years. Daughter is 13, son is 10, baby is 18 months. My husband does have a slight temper and anger issues even while driving, which unfortunately the kids have witnessed/experienced. He has also punched a hole through our bedroom door, replaced the door, and punched another hole. Again, the kids have seen this.
there's road rage. Like I get road rage, but that's like another level of like, you need to seek, definitely
get therapy.
Yeah. Like it's
For sure.
just, that's another level.
Yeah. I didn't realize how strongly the kids feel about his behavior. I didn't think it was a big deal because it was never directed at them. If anything, I thought I'm the one usually having to punish them. He's the fun one. As far as tonight's episode goes, it didn't seem extreme to me. I understood he was stressed from work, our dog peeing and pooping everywhere, our AC being broken for a couple days, and us suffering from heat, etc. When I told him the kids are upset/scared of you, can you please apologize to them? He said, good, mission accomplished. They should be scared of one of us. I don't know what to make of that. Yeah, that was a weird statement.
Like you shouldn't be afraid of your parents. That's the wrong mindset. That's that fucking boomer mindset where it's like, you should fear me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's like very Machiavellian, you know, rather be feared than loved type of shit.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Fuck.
Was he being sarcastic/funny or serious?
I don't think so, given what we know about him.
He's an abuser.
Everything else, for sure.
Yeah. So no apology. He always sucked at apologies anyways. He used to always say, I'm sorry you feel that way. but he has gotten a lot better and gives more meaningful ones now, although still very rare. This conversation happened while he was feeding the baby. The baby, and this is when the trigger warning kind of kicks in Wikimaniac. The baby kicked his food and stuck his foot in the bowl. This caused my husband to hit the baby's leg, and it was really hard. The baby started crying, of course, and actually left fingerprints and the skin raised a little bit.
Oh, that is a quick call to the police. Holy shit.
Yeah, child services
abuse.
for sure. It is.
Holy fuck, dude.
When my son saw that, along with hearing him say good, he started crying. I asked my son if he wanted to write down what he was feeling since he wasn't able to voice it at the moment. He wrote down, quote, "He always hits the baby and hits the dog and he never cares about us. He only cares about himself. I feel sad."
Jeez.
When I read that, I felt heartbroken for my son feeling this way, but also confused. I know my husband loves us, spends time with us. Overall, I thought he was a great dad. His anger has never been directed at us. He doesn't always hit the baby. This was the first time, which I still haven't properly addressed with him tonight. I think the other times of hitting my son is referring to are when he lightly taps the baby's hand and says, "No, you don't do." When he does something / gets into something he isn't supposed to. Like shaking the table lamp, trying to make it fall, or putting a shoe in his mouth or pulling on the curtains. Since I was a little confused, I asked my son what he meant by he doesn't care about us. My son said dad makes jokes when we feel sad or are hurt. And I have seen this because whenever my son is upset about something and just wants to let his feelings out or is upset because he doesn't draw that well, and my husband tells me not to lie to him and say he's doing a great job because we can't tell him he's good at everything. He needs to learn the truth and understand disappointment too. But I don't lie to my kids. I know he doesn't draw that well, so instead I'll say things like, "I love the colors you've chosen," but my husband says he should know that he's not great. On a side note, my husband and daughter are very talented artistically, so that makes my son feel worse. I don't know what to do. My kids are wondering why I'm still with my husband. I feel like my head was buried in the sand. How did I not notice their feelings? And I thought we had an amazing and loving family, and I know my husband won't go to therapy because if I've ever mentioned it in the past, he just rolled his eyes. I'm honestly scared of putting my kids in therapy because of what they'll say. There is no physical abuse, but the way my son views it, it seems like it's very extreme.
What the
My
fuck?
husband's bat.
I'm
There
worried
is-
about putting my kids in therapy because what do they'll say? Then there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Also,
Like-
how do you say he doesn't abuse them, but then we're talking about him just leaving
Verbally
Hitting the kid.
and
We-
actually abusing the
and
child.
actually hitting
Yes.
the youngest one.
Yeah. Holy.
I'm jumping around here, but actually the top comment on this story from L_Hell. It's funny you quoted that, Josh. I'm scared of putting my kids in therapy because of what they'll say, and they put "yikes."
Yeah,
Lady,
I mean that
which
is a huge red flag on the mom's side.
exactly.
Fuck. Enabling.
Yeah. So to finish this story out,
Yeah, go
my
ahead.
husband's bad moods aren't an everyday thing. My husband spends time with kids, going over homework, working on projects, playing sports with them, playing video games and board games, reading to them when they were younger, giving them a bath when they were younger, and they put in parentheses, I would do the main part and he would come in after to play with them because they loved being in the water and I couldn't stand the heat. He's a great dad that loves them and loves spending time with them. Why are they only seeing the negative in him? How do I fix this? I will talk with my husband about what he says to them and his behavior, obviously, but I don't know what else to do. My kids were seriously asking why I'm still with him and how I can love him. I love him and I am very much still in love with him. He is my best friend, and I feel like I'm letting my kids down and disappointing them by still loving my husband.
Yeah. I mean, the loving the husband, you can love him, but you are letting them down by not addressing his issues. Like he needs to like clearly get anger management or some sort of therapy where he can talk about it and so that he's not hitting your child. I don't know why you're not more concerned about that. That's, the biggest red flag, obviously. But then like punching holes in walls and verbally like abusing your kid, saying drawings aren't good enough or should be afraid of me or whatever. Like that's a terrible position to put your kids in where they don't feel safe at home. And so then they're going to be, potentially like they'll just grow up thinking this is okay. And then they'll be in abusive relationships later. and not know how to communicate or talk about it because you just keep shutting them out and
Absolutely.
telling them to shut up.
100% on that.
Yeah. So, I mean, absolutely get your kids therapy. I don't know why you're fearing about what they're going to say, because the more they can communicate, the better the situation can be, because then you can address the stuff directly.
What
So,
she's scared of
man.
is saying that they're getting abused and then get taken away. That's what it is, probably.
Right. They
But-
probably should be, to be honest.
Yeah.
At this point, yeah.
Because you're not
Like-
really doing your job of protecting them and getting them out of situations like this. Your husband's views on therapy should not be up to him. He needs something.
Yeah.
He can't just be like, everything is not fine. And he's, just putting those kids in terrible situations, having them witness the improper way to deal with emotions and things like that. And,
Mhm.
thankfully they know that it's not right, which is good. Some kids might have internalized that and just been like, okay, so that's how we deal with our emotions, and also been little pieces of shit like your husband. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're in a tough situation. But if your husband can't take the concerns that you have for your kids and your kids' concerns, then he should not be your husband, and he should not be in a place to take care of these children, because he obviously can't do that.
Especially the baby. I don't know why that.
Especially.
Yeah, you were so okay with that. That's a huge red flag for me. Like on your end, not saying something or immediately, calling child services or anyone like that. Like that's crazy to hit a child in like 18 months. That's
18 months. That's hard, like super hard
Ah.
for them.
They don't know any better.
Like,
They don't know anything.
I feel like the mom is also a victim at this point, because she's probably just stuck in a hard situation.
She's been in
But
that situation for 24 years. I don't know if
she has been.
she's probably been
but she's
abused
also
and
being-
conditioned into thinking
For
that's
sure.
normal.
But she's
For
also
sure.
being complacent, because she's not. I'm not trying to blame her for the situation, but she is not protecting her kids. And,
Yeah.
and to me, part of me too sees that she's gaslighting her kids.
Mm.
The kids wrote like their concerns, because they're for the kids to not be able to verbalize how they feel and they have to write something. There's got to be something deeper in that house, because the way how it's ran, it's very like militaristic. It's just,
Authoritarian.
hey, authoritarian's a perfect word for that too. Like, you have to fear me because I'm your parent. That's not how relationships with parents should be. And the kids are 13 and 10, right? And an 18-month-old. When the son is verbalizing, that's like, hey, I think the kid is being hit more than once, and the dog is also being abused at this point. And for the mom to be just like, that's not true. Your dad is not abusing you. Like, you're setting that kid up for a bad situation. And the daughter sees that, hey, my mom and my dad have been together for 15 years, right? Or 24 years. Is this what a good relationship is like? And then the son can look at it as just like, oh, my dad beats my mom, or like not beats my mom, but like, verbally abuses my family.
Yeah.
This should be an okay behavior. It's something that you learn in your environment. And he could probably be like, oh, the mentality that he'll probably have growing up is like, oh, I don't want people to love me. I just want them to fear me, type
Mhm.
of shit. And it's just a bad situation to be in. Like, I really hope the mother gets some sort of like help in terms of like resources to possibly get away from this guy, because I have listened to too many true crime podcasts, too many true crime stories, and this is just classic. This is just a step on what's going to happen potentially if
I was gonna say, let's not say it's gonna be a murder, but
no, I mean, I'm not, but I'm saying it's like a lot of the stories that we've listened to, or like I've listened to, at least these are the prerequisites to that.
fair.
And
Yeah. Okay.
hopefully they can get away from that situation before it escalates to that level. Because
Right.
obviously the punching in a wall, being angry, that's just the first step. And the guy is already showing tendencies that he can hurt a child,
Oh,
and he's
100%.
done it.
Yeah.
And so like, I just wish for that family to get away from him, because I don't want it to be being a news later down the line, essentially.
Yeah. At least until he figures out his shit and like comes back as a rehabilitated person who can deal with his emotions and be an actual father figure and not like an authoritarian dictator in his house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, dude won't do therapy, so like, I
The
have
baby
little hope
changed
for a
my
guy.
channel from football. Shut up.
Yeah, really.
The
if
game's
the-
still
Fucking
on.
dick.
That's what I'm saying. Is like if he's really not open to getting therapy, even though his kids don't feel safe around him, the wife doesn't feel safe around him, then that's divorce. You know what I mean? That's easy,
Yeah.
Mhm.
easily divorce. And then also, yeah, like Josh said, probably CPS.
Whew. That was a dark one. Does you see why I took a break from Reddit sometimes, guys? These are top posts. This is what y'all want us to read. So
Yeah. I mean, they definitely hit the
Holy
hardest. That's why they get the
they
upvotes.
do. They do. Oh my God. But we'll be right back. Take a break. We're going to take a breather. And we're going to go to more sad stories when we get back, guys. So be right back. And we're back.
I think I need
Alright.
to get therapy after that one. Jeez.
That one was
Yeah.
that one was dark.
Well, with our new
Anyways.
sponsor.
No, the patrons can hear this part. Shut,
Oh,
shut
my
up.
bad,
Next story is actually a personal story sent by one of our Wikimaniacs from Anonymous _0618. Love that play on words.
Canadian?
Maybe.
I hope so.
Maybe. The title is Boyfriend and Mother-in-Law Disregarded My Wishes in a Delivery Room. So
Mm.
Bad.
bad.
Yeah, that's
Bad.
not good. I hope they're not
I
Canadian
don't know.
now.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you are the person who is evicting a human body from your body, only you, and they put parentheses, and medical professionals, get to make any decisions in the delivery room.
I like the
Completely
phrase
agree.
evicting a body.
Right. They haven't paid rent.
For 9 months. You're out of here.
God damn it. The nurses and doctors are there to support you and baby. So if you ask to have a person removed from the room, they'll do that. I wish I had thought of that years ago.
Mm.
I was 18 and pregnant. My now ex, let's call him Roger, was 23. Ooh, 18 and 23. Is that
Ooh.
okay for you, Sean, or no? Below that? No.
Seems pretty bad. Seems pretty bad.
They're
I'm
both
not gonna
under
lie.
25, I guess. so.
23
Yeah,
would
true.
say probably out of college or about to be out of college.
Well, let's not
18.
assume. I took a while to finish college. Okay.
Matt Cheese, I graduated at 27.
I think I was 26. So
Right there with you, my guy.
let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Slow
We still did it
learners.
though.
Well, you've been in college a couple of years. 23, some might
Yeah.
say, probably. And you probably shouldn't be messing with.
Plus, oh, wait. I just thought of it. If she's pregnant now,
Yeah.
definitely was less than 18.
Yeah.
So,
Unless you waited right until her 18th birthday and just got somewhere
Which
in
is-
those 3 months.
which is a different kind of red flag. Let's talk about that. When
Which
people
is
wait for the
the
clock to hit
same-
midnight.
the same gross red flag is
Yeah.
still bad.
Fuck.
Well, I'm glad they're an ex, OP.
Yes, I am too.
Appreciate that. My mom lived out of province at the time. Canadian, right? Province?
Shit.
Probably
No.
one of those fucking Ottawans.
Damn it.
Fucking Ottawans.
God damn it.
Uh,
You mean Ontario?
we didn't have the.
I meant what I
we
said.
didn't have the best relationship.
I'm not from here originally.
Everyone's just catching strays now in Canada.
That's funny. That's fine.
We didn't have the best relationship, but I needed her with me for the birth, and she made sure to be there. Roger and his mother, appropriately, we'll call her Karen.
Raj
Badger-
and Karen.
Raj and Karen badgered and bullied me for my entire pregnancy about various things, but mainly because I didn't want Karen in the delivery room. Here are the few of the many reasons why I was selfish for my decision.
I'll say, first off, not selfish. You don't even need a reason to not want
Yeah.
someone else in the delivery room. That's absolutely
Exactly.
your
I want to
choice.
say this. Yeah, the reasons why she was selfish or whatever is, like the mother-in-law was calling her selfish, or
True.
what's
Yeah,
about to
that's
be
probably what
listed
it
out.
is.
I think she's like her selfish was probably written with like the air
Quotation
quotes,
marks. Yeah.
selfish.
Reason number 1.
Here we go.
Mom already saw a grandbaby being born, and Karen had not.
Okay.
The second reason, my mom abandoned me, so I shouldn't want her there. And they put as an explanation, She moved out of province for medical reasons. I feel like that's valid.
Abandoned is such a wild,
Strong word. Yes.
Holy.
Number 3. Karen had done so much for me during my pregnancy, so I owed her. And final reason, number 4. Karen wanted to keep the very first ultrasound picture because it is her first grandbaby. And I said, but it's my first baby.
Yeah, that
so I needed to
trumps
prove
it.
my right. So I needed to prove my loyalty to her family by allowing her into the room. How dare I refer to my baby as my baby?
What the fuck?
Oh,
Holy.
Karen, living up to your name.
Yeah.
Fast forward to the birth date, Karen and Roger were popping in and out of the room. And then it put I was induced and it was slow going. And mom stayed by my side because I told her she wasn't allowed to leave. Next day, I am finally in active labor. Legs up, pushing a person out of my vagina. And who's in the room with me? Mom and Karen. She forced her way in. Jesus Christ. I had told everyone that if you are not a medical professional, to keep your head up by my head. My mom did as asked. Karen kept staring at my crotch.
What the fuck?
I was in too much pain and also too afraid. And they put, I had been emotionally abused and manipulated by Karen and Roger for a year at this point, and I lived with them, so I was afraid she'd kick me out. So that was their parentheses.
Wow, that's such a power
dynamic
move.
Crazy power
That's
dynamics.
Crazy. Power dynamic, not power move is not what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah. I was in too much pain and also
living
too
for
afraid
a
to say
year,
anything.
And she's 18 years old.
So
Josh
she was there when she was 17.
I was right.
Josh's assumption
were,
was
brother.
right.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
A 22-year-old and a 17-year-old. Not good.
No.
Pretty statutory to me. Oh, God. Yeah, to put I was in too much pain and also too afraid to say anything, so I didn't. Finally, Karen left and Roger came in for the rest of the birth. Afterwards, Karen said she left me because my mom was obviously not going to leave, so Roger could be there. I never told her that I forbade my mom from leaving the room. Roger and Karen had a plan to guilt trip me and or my mom into letting Karen stay in the room, and it didn't work. So, fuck you, Karen and Roger, for the story and all the stories I hadn't told. Tell us. And fuck every person who argues with a pregnant person in the delivery room, which we agree.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
I agree with that point. That's so shitty that you had to go through that. It sounds like the doctors had 2 people to evict that day. The baby and then Karen.
Fucking
Well,
Karen.
3, I guess, if you include Raj. Fuck that guy.
Fucking Raj.
Yeah. Enabling that. Crazy. Damn. Also,
Yeah.
I want to make it clear, I'm not blaming OP/our listener for the, underage thing. That's 100% not,
Well, I
not
mean,
her, on her.
yeah.
It's
When
Roger's
the
fault.
age gap is like that, I assume it's probably on Roger as
Whoever's
the
older.
person to know
Older person.
to be like,
is
it's
in the wrong.
probably a bad idea to be with a high schooler at my old age of 22 or 23.
Yeah, really old age is wild, Sean. You're like a decade older than
What are you talking about? I'm 21. I'm young and cool.
Sorry, 9 years.
Sure.
No, I'm just saying it's like just like 18 and 23 is just like, if that guy was still in high school, what's the quick math on that? That's 5 years. You'd be a 13-year-old when he was a senior in high school.
Ugh.
Bad, right? So
Yeah.
Granted, a lot of things are different, between those ages than 18 and 23, but 18 and 23 is still not good. I don't know what
Decent
the
age
official
gap, yeah.
age gap rule is for that, but that's way past. The 23-year-old should know better.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all read reviews lately, but Sean, we got a bad review for the Sean
Don't bring it
rule.
up. I'll bring it up later.
No, bring it up later. Okay, cool. Bring it
A
up
lot of
later.
people
Who
are
we
mad
mad
at me for a lot of stuff recently, guys.
Hey,
a lot of,
how can you be mad at this wholesome of a
Look
man?
at him.
I
Come
don't
on.
know. A lot of people don't like
Beautiful
me
hair.
nowadays.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true. People still sending you.
Oh, we get a lot of 1-star reviews, and it's due to my antics sometimes.
Mm-mm. Well,
And
fuck those people,
racists.
Sean.
Oh yeah,
got your
that's true.
back,
They're all
brother.
racist.
That's what it is. All right. You ready for the last story today?
To be fair, the review I have later might be. So.
Oh no.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. Last story. And we're going to end this in a. Y'all might get mad at this and grossed out, potentially.
I've been mad at most of these stories.
You'll get both. You'll get both. This is one takes the cake for me.
Oh, shit.
Trigger warning. There is going to be sexual harassment involved in this story.
No. We have to
And
end with
the title
funny
is-
ones. We have to end with funny
Oh, we are.
Okay.
Oh, there's
We are.
more?
We-
Okay. Thank
We
God.
are. Title of this story. I'm going to say it quick, so I'm going to rip it like a Band-Aid. My uncle proposed we have sex.
Yeah, we can just skip this one, I think. Oh, Jesus.
And this one is cross-posted by Leif Erikson. Shout out SpongeBob.
Good name.
From r/true off my chest. So I, 28 female, am still trying to process my feelings about this. I've known my uncle, 60 plus male, all my life. He married my mom's sister.
Listen, the
I've
age,
lived on-
the age thing is
It's beyond. at this
beyond.
point.
It's an uncle.
Yeah.
Fucking wild.
I've lived under the same roof since I was 7 and moved out at the age of 23. He's the goofy uncle, but whenever you needed someone to talk to or help, he was always there. I've been with my boyfriend for 5 years, and my uncle has been there for us individually and as a couple. I had been talking to him about my relationship over the summer, and one night, out of nowhere, he asked if we could go out during the weekend. I figured it was to talk more about it without having my parents listening, and they still live with him. He asked if we could go to a motel.
Oh.
I naively asked what would we do in a motel if we're just going to talk. He goes on to say that I don't want to read this. He would like a sexual experience with me.
What the fuck?
He was very graphic and detailed about the things he would like to do to me. I froze. I just sat there stunned as he complimented my body. How long did he feel this way about me? Just thinking about it disgusts me. He said, no one has to know that we're both adults and we don't have to tell our significant others. I said no at least 25 times and ignore explicit questions. I don't know what to do moving forward, and I spoke with my therapist about this. Next time, call the cops.
Yeah.
If I were to tell anyone, he's got such a reputation that I wouldn't be believed. My family is the type to sweep everything under the rug, and it could backfire and kick my parents and siblings out, and they'd have nowhere to go. I've tried to, quote, get over it, but every time I have Thursday dinner with my family, I dread having to see his face. If I stop going, then obviously, it obviously shows something is up. Before we go off on this guy, because this was a gross story, there is the top comment by 3Vinator. Had a suggestion, and I kind of wanted to hear your thoughts about this. If this is a suggestion that you guys would provide for
Poison?
opium, essentially, right?
Question mark?
I mean, bludgeoning, castration,
Oh,
eating somebody,
jail for
I don't
sure.
know.
Holy fuck.
Jail for sure. This was the advice that this commenter put, and I wanted to hear your thoughts about this. So 3Vinator put, why don't you just sit down with a few immediate family members and very naively express your concern? Also, your aunt, so she doesn't get the secondhand story. And they wanted to phrase the question like this. Is there anything wrong with Uncle? He's been displaying some very strange behavior towards me recently. It's so out of character for him. I'm very worried about his health. I've heard personality changes can occur after a stroke or something. Have you noticed anything? I'm very worried about him. And then this is kind of like a dialogue that they had.
Okay.
Why? What happened? Well, I wouldn't want to say. He asked very inappropriate questions. He would not do so normally. Like what? No, I really shouldn't say. Let's say I had to turn him down many times. These proposals are not something you ask your niece. I'm so worried for him. Have you noticed anything? Please tell us. No, I really won't. I'm sure he would not have said this if he was in his right mind. It must be a mental problem. Has he seen his doctor recently? And they explain why in this dialogue, okay? So why this tactic? You don't actively accuse him. This way, nobody will blame you, tell you you're lying, or sweep it under the rug. if you come from a place of worry for him, one or two things might happen. One, it's actually a stroke and he receives medical attention. Two, he won't approach you again because he knows he will be seen as nuts and you will tell everyone he's going crazy. And they put edit. By the way, OP, this is not victim-friendly advice. Victim-friendly advice. Only do it if you feel comfortable and strong. Never seeing the guy again is always a better option for your mental health. Also, don't disclose what he actually said when they push you. You want to be seen as a non-accusing worried family member if you try this. And I just wanted to ask, is that an advice that you guys would give out?
Here's the thing. It is good advice for the world that we live in. It is sad that you have to jump through these hoops as a woman to accuse someone. That's crazy. You should just be able to be open and honest with your family and then have them believe you. That's why the whole Me Too movement existed, to try and get to a place where people just believed victims until, proven in court or whatever it happens to be. So insane that you would have to jump through these hoops, but it is good advice for going about this way. The only issue is, like, say he goes to the doctor, doctors don't see anything. Like, what? There's so many ways it could go. I would be worried about your safety. So yeah, I would definitely recommend trying to find somewhere else to go and not having to communicate or see them ever again.
Sean, you okay?
Yeah, it's just a fucking awful story. Just so I understand better, the family lives with the creepy uncle?
With the uncle. The family and one of the siblings, I think.
Yeah, it sounded like it. It's bad that I'm hoping it's a stroke. Like, that's when you know it's a bad story. Like, I'm hoping he had a stroke and this is the issue.
But I feel like he's just abusing his power dynamics, because what are you going to fucking do? You know what I mean?
That's exactly
what
it
not a fucking stroke. You know what I mean?
That's what it is. I'm saying it's a bad story because I have to hope that it's a stroke. You know what I mean? Like, I would never hope for a stroke on anyone except in this scenario, because I'm like, who the fuck would do that? That's fucked up.
Yeah.
And the fact that he has so much pull within, like, the family, he's probably like the head honcho. He's probably the one that makes the most money and provides for everyone else, and everyone kind of just caters to what he says, which is insane behavior and gross behavior too.
Yeah, very gross.
The way that I would fucking beat this dude's ass if I was her dad, it is. I don't care if I'm fucking homeless after that. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking destroying this man.
Yeah.
If it were me, I mean, and this is through the eyes of, me being a man and not truly understanding what the female experience is, the woman experience. I would just be like, yeah, let's meet at the motel and then fucking How to Catch a Predator shit. Fucking whole family at that motel. Everybody
Call
fucking
Chris
catching
Hansen.
his ass. Yeah. Because, I don't know. Because as soon as this happened, I would have been like, I got to get proof somehow. I got to fucking destroy this guy. I don't know. I have very little empathy or any kind of sympathy for this guy. He's a fucking creep. And
Predator.
all those times you thought that he was being there for you and your boyfriend was just ulterior motives. It's just like, how can any trust ever be had again? You know what I mean? Just a terrible fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. This is what happens when I take breaks, guys. Like, I gotta dump all the sadness out, but with that out of the way.
This is why I do a sandwich job. We're about to
I come back with a vengeance. But technically I kind of did a sandwich. Like, first one wasn't too bad. Second one was terrible. Third one was anger-inducing, but not as bad as this one. This one was just...
That's not a sandwich then, bro. That's a sandwich with an extra pice of meat on the bottom.
Oh, that's true. That is.
Not even
that
meat.
is like a... You're right.
It's garbage. You're feeding us.
We're going to... I don't know my sandwiches apparently, but we're going to take a quick ad break.
As the foodie in the group, you feel like you would have sandwiches on lock.
We're going to... The sandwich, the bread for this one is going to be fuck, marry, eat, okay? But we're going to come back after this ad break, Wikimaniacs. So we'll be right back. And we're back. So, as usual, you know what time it is. This is my portion. This is my contribution. But I think Alex didn't have anything prepared yet for the month of October when this comes out, right? So I kind of found these myself. So yeah, this is a game it's called Fuck, Marry, Eat. Today's selections, people from r/nice girls. So we're gonna do something different for a change.
Switching it up.
Yeah, our show is rated M for mature, but these insults are rated E for everyone, right? If you don't know how this game works, Wikimaniacs, we got not really a game, but how this segment works. 3 posts / profile found on the internets of Reddit, and each one of us would pick someone who would we shag, who would we bag, and who would we drag to the depths of hell.
Wow.
Wikimaniacs, please feel free to chime in the comments below as well. But are you boys ready?
Why this guy was good at the freestyle game.
That was good.
Look at that rhyme.
I was.
You really set me up for failure.
Fucking in your bag.
I was on that shit yesterday, but all right. So I'm sharing my screen that Josh will graciously edit better. But all right. First contestant reads as this: before you ask me on a date, just know I'll only agree to lunch or dinner depending on my schedule, and you will have to provide the following first: $50 for gas. I refuse to ride with you in case I want to leave. $75 to $100 for a babysitter, or you could pay for 2 more meals. $100 for is it Sheen or Shine?
Sheen.
$100 for a Sheen haul. I need to be able to try on a few options for a date. $100 for my toes. No need to worry about my nails since I don't get them done anyways. Yes, you will be paying for the whole date. No, I won't be sleeping with you. And the second date will depend on how well you tip our server. Well, shout out to you for looking out to the servers.
I mean, I guess.
If this is too much, then I'm not for you. I live my life like this already, and if you can't, then please leave me alone. Ladies, am I missing anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I feel you're probably not going to get a date out of that bio.
Okay, here's
That's a lot.
Here's where I'm at with this. For some reason, I don't find this extremely egregious. What this is to me is like, when you go to take a college course, and they're like, if you're not fucking ready to study this amount of hours, this is like those courses in college that kick out all the fucking the people that aren't really in it for the long haul.
Right, but I think if this were a man writing the same thing about a woman, we'd have
the same.
It'd be a similar reaction.
Maybe I'm too apologetic here, but I'm like, it's hard for me to compare. Like, if a man did this, just because the experiences of a man and women are so different. So to me, this one, I'm probably way off base, but I'm like, this one, while egregious and sort of ridiculous, if that's how she's living already and those are her standards, then those are her standards. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I might be too apologetic, but I don't know. This one doesn't heat me up too much. This one would just be like, okay, well, I've been weeded out because I'm not gonna do that. But good luck. You know what I mean?
But this is not like dating app profile worthy to me, in my opinion. Because if you're on like a dating website, like your pool of selection is probably not the greatest. So you might want to look elsewhere, in my opinion, if this is your standard.
The biggest issue for me is it's very money based, where it's like, if you don't have this kind of money, then you don't deserve me.
But here's what I'm coming at with that is that she has 2 kids. Money is absolutely an issue. I mean, granted,
for sure.
But I mean, like, I feel like money is kind of important.
I mean,
the food part and the babysitter part I can understand, but if you don't got money to get your toes done, or
that's
clothes,
the part. I'm like, you have enough clothes, I'm sure. The gas thing, I would just be like, let me get you an Uber. Bring the kids. That's cool. That's fine. We're not, But yeah, there's a lot of egregious things on here, but it's not like terrible to me.
It's definitely not the worst we've ever read, but it's definitely like woman incel type of vibes for me.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's just like when I read this, and then when I read like the male part where it's like, you gotta fucking be in a maid outfit or something. That always sounds way worse to me. I don't know why. This sounds
That's
like
true.
just in very high standards and maybe just trying
Insane
to weed
standard.
out the people that, I don't know.
Could be.
I definitely think it's egregious for sure.
The only green flag I
Okay.
saw was the tipping your
The
waiter.
server?
Tipping the server
Yeah.
for sure.
I like that. I do fuck with
Yeah,
that.
that's a good
All right,
part.
I agree with that completely. All right, next contestant. If a man leaves after you've cheated, he clearly wasn't a real man.
Okay, see, this one's bad. I
Real
think.
men. Real men would work through it and help you become a better woman. They accept you with all your flaws. And
Ugh.
also, I really think this was written by a guy.
For sure. I feel like this is a joke or something like that.
That's fucking funny. Yeah, it probably was. You're right. Yeah, this one's definitely worse than the first one by far.
Yeah, way worse.
Holy.
Fewer sentences, too.
Yeah, they managed to cram worse into less. It's
Yeah.
impressive, really.
It really is.
Less is
Damn.
more sometimes.
Okay.
That's what that's what we say.
Last contestant. Before you swipe right and hope for a match, I want you to look in the mirror and seriously think about it. Why would I want you? What do you bring to the table? Are you a nice guy? Do you have most of your teeth?
Oh, I
Damn.
thought it said moist teeth. That's like,
That
what
would
the
be
fuck?
disgusting. Do you, as a grown ass man, have pictures on your profile with goofy ass Snapchat filters? Now, before you come back with, oh, but what do you bring to the table? Shut up. I'm a girl. I don't have to bring anything to the table, but I bet I still bring more than you.
Okay, well that
Guess,
one's the Mary, I think. That's she knows what she wants, and they've clearly dealt with people who are shitty.
Yeah.
So
I agree. I do have most of my teeth and I don't have a Snapchat. So I think this one's Mary for me.
yeah. Also, I heard someone recently say that people with or men with like the dog filter on their like pictures, you know what I'm talking about, like the Snapchat dog filter.
Yeah.
Those are red flag men, apparently.
Ah.
Really? Why?
I don't know why. It's just apparently, I guess because they use it a lot. I'm not sure exactly why, but I heard that recently on a podcast I listened to. So,
Oh my God. Oh, wait. I do have a question. And this is something that my wife actually wanted me to ask you guys. I know this trend is kind of behind now, but
I know what you're talking about.
she wanted me to
The Roman
ask,
Empire?
how often do you guys think of the Roman
Honestly,
Empire?
never.
I'm not going to say never because I do definitely think about it. I don't know. maybe once a week.
What?
Really?
What? About?
That's
Is this a white man thing?
It could be, honestly.
Because I'm like, why the fuck would I ever think about the fucking
Think about the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
I was like,
I
are we
don't know.
talking
I
about
like
fucking
history.
Roman Reigns?
Oh, that's funny that you say that, Juliet. When Juliet asked me that question, I was like, darling,
What's
the
up?
only time I ever think about the Roman Empire is when I fucking acknowledge my tribal chief, WWE
Yeah.
World
If you
Heavyweight
know, you know.
Champion,
Oh, okay.
Roman Reigns.
But here's the thing.
Undisputed, by the way.
I think out of the me and Sienna, I think she thinks about it more because she studied that like Roman.
Well, that makes sense.
Greek. So yeah, she definitely thinks about it more. I don't know. I'm also averaging it. There's like weeks where I probably don't go to think about it, but then there's like, a week where I'll watch a podcast on it.
So wait,
White
so when you
people are
think
weird.
about it, what are you thinking about?
well, like
Julius?
I just said, I'll be listening to a podcast about it or something, and then I'll be thinking about it.
Yeah, but what is the podcast about?
Roman history. You know what I mean? Like, so there'll be weeks when I listen to a podcast and it'll be all Roman history for that week, and then it was every day that week I was thinking about it.
So do
And
you
then there'll be
seek,
weeks where I don't think about it as much.
do you seek out like
This is white people like to.
do you this is interesting. Do you seek out a podcast about Roman history, or is a podcast that you already listen to has an episode about the Roman Empire?
Oh, sometimes both.
You'll just
there's-
search Roman Empire podcast.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm in the mood, I'll just be
Crazy.
like, what's on?
Absolutely fucking insane.
But it's not just the Roman Empire. You know what I mean? Like I'll do like the Mongol Empire or like World War II or like something like
there you go. Okay.
It's like all historic events I'll try and do. And
Damn, Sean is asking all the pertinent questions.
Because
This
I'm
is a
like,
fucking case
I've
study
just been
now.
confused. Every time I see the fucking TikTok, I'm like, but what about it? And then they're just
But-
like, I
but
don't know,
plus-
the Roman Empire. And I'm like, what about it?
plus now all of my For You page is like every other one's like, here's some interesting facts about the Roman Empire. And I'm like, okay, cool.
That's all you think about
I'm
now.
like thinking some of these got to be fucking scripted, like cap. They got to be capping. There's no way that
Oh,
guy,
definitely some of them.
that guy didn't have a fucking list out of like important historical events. I'm like, no, absolutely not. I refuse to believe you are a real person that exists.
Fair.
Unless
I mean,
you
yeah.
are like Sienna and Josh and like study history, but just like a normal, I don't know. There's way too many people. Way too many people are talking about it.
All right, before we got sidetracked. All right, so Josh and I agree that this is the Mary girl.
Oh yeah,
right?
fuck. I thought we were playing a game.
No, we're playing a game. I totally got sidetracked.
Which
So
one's
we're
most into
me
the
and-
Roman Empire? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I feel like this girl is gonna be a Roman Empire chick over here, the third girl.
Could be.
I'm marrying her.
Yeah.
The one I would shag.
It's definitely the first one. What are we? The second one's the worst person.
Yeah, I'll be broke after the first date, but yeah, I guess so.
That's
Well,
why you
no,
don't marry. That's a one
I
date,
guess.
and then you're like, that was way too expensive. I cannot do that again.
Actually, the one I actually shag is this cheater girl.
Well, it's a
'Cause,
guy. It's a
Written by a guy,
Yeah.
so I'm getting catfish. So I'm gonna shag the cheater girl.
Absolutely not.
I guess I'll be a side piece. Fuck it. And I would probably bag
yeet,
No
or
drag.
no. Oh, I'd probably
drag. Yeah, I forgot what you did the rhyming thing. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't remember. But yeah, I would kill her because she's too expensive.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think my yeet is probably the second one, and then this one's my my one night
I ain't got that money, so
Yeah,
expensive.
I'm good.
I agree
date.
with Josh.
You know how much you can get from Shein with $100? God damn.
Yeah, well, I ain't got that money. But anyways, that is fuck Mary Yeet. Thank you guys for participating. Let us know who your picks are. And again, the second one is I really think it's
Do you think of the Roman Empire? That's what I want.
We're gonna be like 2 months behind this fucking
Give me some podcast recommendations.
But
Also,
before,
Greece. I like Greece history as well.
yes.
Okay, this is also maybe a dumb take on history, but I'm like, I don't know what's real and what's fake history anymore. You know what I mean? Like, what has the white man changed from real history?
Oh, so much.
Everything.
Exactly. So how do we know what's real? You know what I mean?
Up until recently, we've been the good guys in history.
Yeah. And then everybody found out actually everything is a fucking lie.
Actually, it's all a lie. Smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
This is why I don't believe in the Bible. They changed it all.
fair.
See, I don't know. The Roman, I don't know.
Oh, were they the one good white community? Is that
No, they were not good at
Yeah,
all.
exactly right. So like, what? Yeah, I don't know.
But to be honest, the Mongol Empire is more impressive. You should check
Them
that
motherfuckers
one
are
out.
brutal.
They were brutal.
They are.
I'm not saying they're good.
I
I'm
watched
just saying they're more
Mulan. I know
impressive.
all about them.
Nope, that's
Oh, that's not his.
Wait,
movie.
Genghis Khan? Was that not Mongols?
I mean,
It
Genghis
was,
Khan was,
but I don't know how accurate it was.
Mulan is not really the film that you want.
Okay, so are we sure that Mulan is less accurate than fucking the white people history? I don't know.
I mean, no.
exactly right.
I also don't know if the history of the Mongols is being told by white people. So,
Also true. That's what I'm saying. All this is just fucking lies, bro. Who knows?
yeah.
The white people propaganda.
I'm saying.
You heard it from Sean. History, bad.
History isn't
We hate
real.
history.
We hate history on this
Fucking
podcast.
conspiracy theory. That's how we started.
True. That's true.
I'm just saying.
Oh man.
If we all agree that white people have changed history, how do we know what's real and what's not?
I mean, now you're going down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, who knows?
Oh God,
Who
let's
fucking
not go
knows?
there. That is it, Wikimaniacs, for this episode. But before we conclude, Josh, Sean, anything y'all want to highlight, especially the racist comments that we probably get?
I don't know.
So much today.
A lot of people don't like me.
Well,
I'm wiping my
we
tears
love you,
with
Sean,
the
and that should be the
Venmos.
only
You
thing
think I
that
care
matters.
about any of your concerns when I'm rolling in Venmo dough and
Oh
Patreon
my
money?
God.
Here's the heel turn, guys. I'm swimming in 1-star reviews, and I could care less.
Oh no.
This is the Roman Empire that I fuck with, Sean.
One's in the sky.
I acknowledge you.
Your
as
Venmo
my tribal chief. I acknowledge. Can I be your wise man?
Yes.
Can I be your white man?
You're the main oos, Josh. You're culture appropriating, but it's okay because I'm
I
letting
don't
it
want to do
happen.
that. I don't want to do that.
Culture appropriate, Josh. They want to see it.
I don't want that. heel turn.
Ladies
I don't
and
want
gentlemen,
that.
my name is John.
Oh God.
Acknowledge me.
I do have some comments and reviews here today.
And if you couldn't tell, that was a goddamn joke before you come at my throat like some of these comments have been coming at. You don't think I'm being...
It's funny because one of the reviews
because
is
you
kind of
did
doing
that.
what you're doing now.
Yeah.
You guys are thinking I'm for real as fuck.
Yeah.
Read it, Josh.
Oh well, I'm going to lead up to that one. I've got some other stuff.
Okay, some nice ones.
So, a couple episodes ago, we mentioned that 50 Shades of Grey is an intro into BDSM, and we were very wrong, apparently.
Oh, no. Okay, well, yeah. Educate us. I don't think any of us read it.
So, Kitties12
I haven't seen it.
on our YouTube said, boys, please, 50 Shades is not a proper intro into BDSM. And then
We're vanilla guys,
Yeah.
guys.
user L7DK, there's a bunch of other whatever. They say it's a great intro into what not to do. So,
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
there you go. That's a
Watch
start.
it so it's not a good example.
Yeah,
then.
be like, okay, I won't do any of that. And then on that same episode, on Spotify, because we have where people can fill in, polls and answer questions on our Spotify. The wife of a fisherman, in response to our intro debate, says, my 11-month-old baby girl loves your theme song. As soon as it starts, she dances. So
Hey,
Oh.
I don't know if we can change it now.
we can't.
It's hard to
Legally.
beat the joy of a 11-month-year-old. You know what I
Of a
mean?
child.
It's true.
Yeah.
No other opinion matters now.
Yeah.
As long as
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone that has been asking for it. The war has been ramping up on both sides.
this is the treaty that's been signed. That's it.
What have we done?
Yeah.
The
All
blood
right,
on
some
our
of the
hands.
reviews. Some of the reviews we got here is a 5-star from A May Sun on Apple Podcast. They give us a 5-star and says, my favorite podcast. I absolutely love listening to this podcast. I'm a delivery driver, so I spend majority of my shifts listening to new episodes and catching up on the old ones. It's so refreshing to listen to guys with good opinions and so funny. Thank you very much.
Hey,
for that.
I gotta say, congrats on that fucking union shit. Yeah, I bet your ass getting
Hey.
paid now.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Fist bump for the fucking
Hell yeah.
getting yours. You know what I mean? And honestly, probably still not enough.
Well, that's if it's UPS. There are tons of other
Oh, is it
ones that are
only
probably-
UPS? I thought that was, damn.
No, I think it's just
Hot
UPS
damn.
union. So,
Damn. All right, we got to keep fighting for the
hopefully-
right.
yeah. Hopefully the other unions get their delivery drivers paid.
Before you move on to the next comment, I will say that I'm starting to appreciate those reviews about like us, helping them out with their drives. Cause I drove 11 hours and a good podcast to listen to will really make that drive so much like shorter
Oh yeah.
or not as, cause I binged Dudes Behind the Foods with Tim Chantarangsu and David So, and I was just dying the whole time. And next thing you know, I drove all the way from Colorado to Texas, and I'm like, oh shit,
Nice.
that was cool.
Yeah.
I thought you were about
Well,
to say
that-
you popped into our own podcast
Oh,
and listen
no,
to
I don't do
yourself
that.
for however long.
No,
I'm
I
like,
don't do
damn,
that.
dude.
Honestly, though, Juliet was like, "Can I listen to one of your episodes?" I'm like, "Please don't," because then I hate hearing the sound of my
It's
voice.
weird.
But I mean,
What do you call it?
yeah.
it's good.
My dad was complaining to me. He was like, ever since your mom found the podcast, when we all went on the road trip, all she does is plug in her headphones and listen. And I'm like, I'm dying over here. Can we please not listen to his podcast?
I hate that kid.
That guy sucks.
Fuck that kid.
He's writing all these 1 stars.
Probably.
Hi, auntie and uncle.
Tito and tita. Come on.
Yeah.
Speaking of bad reviews,
Here we go.
on Apple Podcast, I won't say their name because we don't like this.
Yeah, we're not going to gaslight
other people. They give us a 2-star and said, like the stories, hard to listen to their perspective.
Oh, no.
The stories they read are good, and I like their upbeat and high energy attitudes, but only like 1 in 10 jokes land. That's fair.
That's fair. That's fair.
We're not comedians.
Yeah, we're not professionals at literally anything.
Anything.
Yeah. And John throws out a million puns an episode. So, you know, there's
honestly,
land.
if you got a problem with that, this show's not for you. The puns are here to stay. And that's
Sean
coming
saying
from
that.
fucking me. The Wikimaniacs love the puns, and if you don't, you can either groan with me and rock through it, or or the show's just not for you. I don't know what to say.
Kick rocks instead of rocking with us.
There it is.
There's a pun for you.
They go on to say, constant apologizing if the joke even approaches getting edgy. Sean, you just did that earlier.
I apologize.
I apologize for apologizing.
I apologize for apologizing.
I'm never apologetic for the weird shit that I say.
They go on to say, white people, males, and landlords are bad in case you haven't heard those jokes a million times already. And here's a newsflash.
This guy sounds about white and a landlord at the same time.
Here's a newsflash. Those aren't jokes.
They're for real.
There are real opinions.
By far, the dumbest take is any age gap for people below 25 is bad, as if adults shouldn't be able to make their own decisions.
Pedo.
Take that one away,
Shit.
Sean. What do you have to say to that?
This is
person.
someone, I'm guessing
Who
probably
dates young girls?
37. Really liking those college girls. What is it? He's fucking Matthew McConaughey in that one movie. Like, oh man.
Yeah.
What is it? What's the creepy
remember.
fucking line he says? But it's iconic for whatever reason.
I get older, but college girls stay the same age. Is that what it is?
Something sick like that. But I want to say he said
Gross.
high school, which makes it even
Oh,
worse.
fuck. I hope not.
But yeah, I don't know. You may say, yeah, the age rule is dumb, but how many of these fucking stories have proven the age rule to be pretty fucking accurate? So, I mean, is it me who's making it up, or is it fucking science?
The algorithm that we've concocted.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
truly, anytime there's a we have not had one good story with the age gap. So, show me the good one before you come at my throat with your 2-star review. How's that for a fucking joke? You fucking piece of shit! How dare you?
And we
Thanks
don't
for
take
leaving
that
us
back.
a review, Leo.
Damn!
appreciate
Don't drop
it.
the name. I thought we'd bleep the name. Bleep the name. Bleep the name.
Well,
It's a joke on Leonardo DiCaprio.
I don't think that's his name.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forget his. Yeah. I forget that guy too.
Yeah. But we're gonna close it out with one that'll make you guys laugh.
Sorry, I forgot that Leo existed. Let me apologize more.
Say it one more time.
I'm fucking sorry, man. What can I say? I'm fucking so sorry. I don't know.
So this next one is from Laura C. to close out the episode. Posted on our website, and it's a 5-star titled "Love, Love, Love." Says, I found you guys a couple months ago on YouTube and watch while I'm at work crocheting. And then they actually put the how to say crocheting, but I know how to say crocheting. My grandma taught me how to crochet. Or making bead chains.
Make us the anus plushie and beads.
Oh my god!
That would be
Imagine if the fucking anus plushie had fucking beads hanging out of it. Fucking anal beads. This is
Jesus.
crazy. The light in my eyes.
We need to open up a P.O. box, guys.
Guys, oh my god. We really need to get in touch with, some kind of plushie distributor. Get these assholes made.
We should.
I feel like we're sitting on a gold mine. It's just too good.
Money.
What do we gonna call it? Shanusis, Joshusis,
No, just,
Janusis, the Usis.
oh god.
I don't
Feeling
like that.
Usi today.
Oh fuck! They go on to say this wasn't even the one I thought would be the best part. But
Probably
they go on to say-
Wikimaniacs.
Oh,
Wikimaniacs.
that's good. Wikimaniacs. Oh,
Wikimaniacs.
Yeah, I like that.
damn. All right, so they go on to say Josh is basic and Sean and John are the best with a
Hey,
laughing
whoa,
face.
hey.
Well, hey,
Hey, that's
No, I
our
think they're
guy.
kidding. I
That's,
think-
okay.
I think because like they don't want to prop me up because
You know what? And
Then
respect. I love
yeah,
that.
because we
I
don't
love
want to call
that
her
for us.
racist. Yeah, appreciate
Keep
it.
the white man
They
down.
go-
Acknowledge the Browns.
Yeah, they go on to say, seriously, though, it's hard to find one emotionally and mentally intelligent man, let alone a group of three of them. I don't know if we're intelligent, but okay.
Again, low
We'll
bar,
take it.
low bar that we say here, guys.
And one of them is white. So, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say that due to the color of his skin, Josh is the best in this way. Obviously, sarcasm, but
Good. Better be sarcastic.
What?
We're about to say.
Your Venmo chief is not happy at this.
You know what happens when you say Josh is the best? You know what happens?
We need to
You know
have
what we call you?
we need to have that whole fucking rant as a sound.
as a
You need to take a long look in the mirror, bud.
Oh, all right. Well, that is it for me. And Ringo's here just for
Sean?
the end of it.
That's
Anything
it.
for you,
I just
Sean?
want to say, anything that we said that was slightly edgy, I'd like to apologize for that immediately. No,
I don't. I double down.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, sometimes we're just not the show for some people, but we make the show
okay.
for the Wikimaniacs. We're not, I don't know. If you don't like us, you don't like us. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, what can we say? We're gonna be us, and I don't know if that bad jokes, bad puns, and all. You know what I mean? So if you're rocking with us, thank you guys so much. If you're not rocking with us, thanks for giving us a listen. Thanks for trying it out.
Appreciate you.
But yeah. Also,
Yeah,
the person that got real mad about me always mentioning the Venmo and shit. Yeah. I'm not
Oh, that was
stopping.
last
You want to
week.
read that?
I'm not.
we
We,
did
we
last
read.
week.
We read it last week.
Oh, you read it last week?
Yeah. I'm not stopping. I'm going twice as hard because of you.
You tell a man to do something, not do something, he gonna do it.
He's his
Even
own
more.
man.
I became the
Yeah.
Venmo chief for a little bit this episode.
Acknowledge him.
Acknowledge me, I think.
All right. Well, that is it for this week's episode. If you like what we do, leave us a 2-star. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Consider leaving us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or our website, reddit.onwiki.com. Or consider being a patron. There's so much of y'all. It's
700.
crazy.
You guys are
700.
Crazy.
incredible.
Insane.
Also, you can join the patron for free now. It doesn't give you anything, but you can follow the page, I guess, if you want to.
You can. You can. Lots of updates there and lots of things happening. So if you want to be a patron, you get exclusive access, bonus content, rock our merch if you want to. But the cheapest way to help us get discovered, tag us on your stories on social media. Really the best way for more listeners that can discover us is spreading the good word. That is Reddit on Wiki. And you can find all our info on our show notes. We'll see you this Friday for another Am I the Asshole? Am I the Asshole? Am I the Asshole episode? I am stuck with Wikimaniacs.
Am I the
guys,
Wikimaniacs?
make us the butt plushie, please.
Oh my god.
Thanks, guys. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Probably
Oh
with
yeah,
a
they got to
Prius
make the
5 Pro.
fucking
Anyways.
slim one first. They always do the fucking
Yeah, true.
fat phobia Sony over there.
Jesus Christ. All right, we'll go do this before we fucking stay here for another 2 hours.
And
Hey,
actually,
everyone,
more
a
about
long time-
history, not how
Hey,
we're fucking
everyone,
here.
A long time lurker.